Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Sunday, December 31st, 2023. Woo! New Year's Eve! It's it! We've made it to the end of this year and we're ready to turn the page on the next year. But today we're going to look at the energy of today, this last day before we turn the page. I believe that liminal spaces are those doorways, gateways, pathways, those in-between moments or places where we're open and on the cusp of new information. And I think oracle cards and tarot cards are just a simple way for us to get information in from our inner self, from our soul, from our spirit guides and guardians, from our mystical universe. I've been doing a 2-card reading for these, and this week I'm working with the Wisdom of Avalon oracle cards, and we're looking at two things, the energy of the day and the focus of the day. And the energy is kind of basically the energy that's coming at us from whatever is around us in our environment. And then our focus card will be the intention, the effort, the response that we put into facing that energy or focusing on it. So the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle by Colette is a beautiful mystical deck, quite gorgeous. I've been working with it for a couple years, and still the other day I got excited because there was a card that really I'd never seen or drawn for myself in any of my readings. So that's exciting that I've seen that for the collective. So I'd like to invite in my guides and guardians, the guides and guardians of the collective, the guides and guardians of anyone who is going to watch this video, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or next year. I truly believe that no matter when you come to watching this video, there's some message in it, or there's something in there for you to learn and take away. So, all right, let's look at the energy of the day. I always allow myself to be a clear channel for this information, and hopefully that translates through. I get kind of excited sometimes with these cards. So anyways, here's our energy card for the day, and then focus. Well, I'm not sure. That wasn't clear. Focus. All right, here's our focus card for the day. So let's see what this New Year's Eve reading has in store for us. I will, as I have been doing, intuitively read from the cards first, and then look at the guidebook, because Colette has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful insight in here. The Swan. This is a gorgeous card, and what a beautiful, beautiful message for us on New Year's Eve. The Swan. It stands for transformation and trusting in your psychic gifts. So I believe, obviously, we're on the cusp of transformation. Every time we get to New Year's Eve, we are, because we're just going to transform ourselves into something different than the previous year as we move on into the next year. And this trusting in our psychic gifts is exciting to me, because I think if you're here, you're interested in your psychic gifts. And I think that you're interested in being more open to your intuition and allowing the messages of the universe to flow into you. And so this is gorgeous energy that we're getting today. It just feels like something we really want to be open to and appreciate. So let's take a look at what Colette has written. I say Colette like she's my best friend and I know her well. I don't, but she's wonderful. I do have a connection with her through her own readings, through her coursework, and I think she's fabulous, and I appreciate her a lot. So, the Swan, transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. So this card represents a transformation from one state to another, from the ugly duckling to a beautiful swan. This signals a period of growth that will ultimately be life-changing. The Swan says that you may change so much that you may not recognize yourself in the end. Most importantly, it's time to honor and love this change within yourself, for then only the most beautiful reflection will shine back at you from the mirror of your life. The Swan reminds you to see with your heart and listen with your spirit, and the whole world will be magically transformed. This is gorgeous. I'm excited. I'm excited for this reading. I'm excited for this day. So let's take a look at the focus, which is what we're going to put into this energy of transformation that's coming at us. So our focus card is the Owl. I love this one too. It's so mystical. Everything about owls are wonderful. So let me lift this up so you can see it a little bit better. I'm still working on my lighting here. So the Owl. The keywords for it are both deception and wisdom. So deception kind of makes you feel a little uneasy, but wisdom, wonderful. Owls are incredibly wise. And I look at this wisdom, if we allow ourselves, our inner wisdom, to be open to the transformative energy of the day, I mean, I don't know where it's going to take us, but I think it's going to take us somewhere just wonderful. That's just my feeling on this card. Let's read what she has written in the book about it. So the owl, deception or wisdom. The owl lends you eyes when you need... Oh, sorry, let me start again. The owl lends you eyes that you need in order to see in the dark around you. The owl can cut through the shadows to illuminate the real truth. Someone may be trying to camouflage his or her real intentions. Deceit, lies, and unclear intentions are exposed with owl energy. The owl also reminds you to be honest with yourself and snap out of any lies or denial inside of you. Lying to yourself is the way that makes you remain lost in a prison of your own making. The owl appears to ask you to seek the truth in the darkest places within yourself. This will set you free and restore you to wholeness. All is well with the owl to guide you. Deep wisdom into human nature is gained through the ability to recognize untruths. Owl is an important and powerful ally. So the owl is wise, and it's very well seeing. So the energy, so it's a little cautious though, isn't it? So well, there's wisdom in this. There's also the ability to be careful and watch what's going on. And so maybe for us just to be a little bit cautious about this energy, I think the energy is beautiful, and I think we should be open to it. But I think it's maybe wise that we just kind of watch, you know, before we take a step. Allow ourselves to be open, but just be a little bit careful. And I also think that with wisdom, we can kind of see those things that don't feel quite right for us, or that potentially could cause us issues here. I really think that I really think what we need to look at here is using our wisdom, our inner intuition, to be open to this transformation and trusting in the psychic gifts that are coming our way. I think this is a gorgeous reading. I know the deception word is kind of funny there and maybe makes you feel a little bit uneasy, but all I get really is positiveness from this, but also just to be cautious, just to not jump on the first thing that you see. Kind of look at your surroundings, maybe fly over again and check things out again. Ultimately, I think the potential of this day is gorgeous. I'm excited for this as a New Year's Eve reading. It makes me really excited for what's to come. I hope you found this reading helpful or connected with it in some way, or at least found it entertaining. I would love to hear what you think about the reading. I would love to hear any comments that you have. I would love to hear what you think about this deck. I think it's gorgeous and it's deep. I've always found it to be a very deep, full of information kind of deck. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for being with me so far on this journey. Thank you for coming here on New Year's Eve and visiting this reading. I wish you all the best in the new year, and I hope you've all gained a lot of joy in this year that we're leaving behind. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me.